The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go right back to him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
I think as a play caller, you'd love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Snags it down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lining up to convert third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Grabbed in the middle. It's busted. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a flea flicker. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Firing to the right, complete. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now adjusting. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Trojans! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Off the play fake. Under fire. The throw. With the catch, it's Harris. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. The spin. Still on his feet. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires and picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Got a little space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Running through contact. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, BYU!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going over the top. He's got it on the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The offense changing the play. The quick out. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. He's got it on the outside. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
Under fire. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch it, big fella.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give him a different look. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, BYU!
Number 6 in the end zone.
They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. From the gun. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
On the third play of the drive, third down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take.
Going downfield for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It's picked off. Bulldozes his way through.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Standing in his own end zone, he'll uncork another one. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't.
Especially in this game, if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cougars. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Those 2 not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Head coach wanted to be aggressive. You could have just kicked an extra point and tied it. Instead, you went for the lead. You come up short. Now, you put a lot of pressure on your defense to get the ball back.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for two. You got to have a two-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Got the quick pass. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
36.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.